My name's Nick. I'm the musical director of Blackheath Hall's Opera 2011. I work as a conductor and trainer of choirs and singers in the world of classical music. I was the conductor of last year's Blackheath Hall's opera project, which was Donizetti, The Elixir of Love. And I am very, very excited and happy to be involved in the project because I love opera and I also love community-based music making. I've worked for years training amateur choirs and orchestras, and I love the energy that people always bring to these kinds of projects. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and it's also a fantastic opportunity for Blackheath as well. This year we're performing Eugene Onegin by Tchaikovsky, which is one of the masterpieces of opera, 19th century opera in particular. It was first performed in 1879 in Moscow and is full of absolutely wonderful and inspiring music, all set to a very poignant, moving story about a very kind-hearted young lady who has her heart broken by a man who's slightly older than her, thinks he's very experienced and worldly wise, but who later on in life realises he's made a terrible mistake. I'm really glad I was asked back, because it was certainly out of the year 2010, it was one of the things that I really enjoyed the most in my own programme of activities, and there was such a fabulous feel-good factor, so many wonderful people that come to play in the orchestra and to sing in our community chorus. And so we can really build on that this year, because lots and lots of people are coming back to be in this year's project as well. So we all know each other and we can go straight in the rehearsals and just get on making music straight away. This opera is one of my favourite operas. I'm really pleased to be working on Onegin with Harry Fair, who's a wonderful director, and it's one of his absolute favourite operas, so it's really nice for both of us to be collaborating again on a piece that is so dear to us. There is a lot that's interesting about music. Tchaikovsky's opera, as I said, was first heard in 1879. It's very much a product of the Romantic period. There are arias and duets and choruses, but at the same time there's a slightly more through-composed feel to it than, for example, Elixir of Love, which we did last year. The distinction between arias and duets is slightly blurred, and he's often thinking in terms of whole 30-minute spans. What he's really doing is writing music that underpins this very intricate but very personal story of the principal characters. In terms of favourite numbers, I think every number counts as a favourite number, but there is the famous letter scene, Tatiana's letter scene, when she sits up all night writing a letter to the man that she's just fallen in love with, and it's a 15-minute long stretch of music that basically breaks your heart, and we are really lucky in our production that Tatiana is played by an amazing young soprano called Kate Valentine, who's currently singing a role in E&O's production of Midsummer Night's Dream. Kate is a very, very nice person, as well as being very talented. I worked with her once before. She's also a singer who's got a lot of heart, and she will really make that letter scene into something very, very special. So really quite excited to be working with her on such a fantastic piece of music. But there are lots of other favourite numbers as well. Beautiful arias for Onegin himself, Lenski, Olga has an absolutely lovely number, and our chorus, who are a super chorus, get to sing some really uplifting numbers like the peasants sung and dance in Act 1. There's a waltz in the second act, and then some very dramatic scenes at the end of the whole opera. I mean, is just so fantastically well written from beginning to end. It's also full of music that really will showcase our orchestra, the Blackheath Hall's orchestra. We've just been rehearsing upstairs now, just before doing this interview, and there's so much wonderful stuff for the string players to really get their teeth into, playing some nice big tunes and tremolos, and then lovely solos for the wind and the horns, and some big numbers for the brass to show off in as well. So it's really a piece that gives us all chance to shine, I think. I really hope, I think that Blackheath should turn up in force for this one. We always do well at these projects, so certainly hoping to see some sold out houses. And if I could just get in one little word about you know, why this is interesting for me. One of my two great passions in life are music and making music accessible for everybody, and the fact that it is about a community making music together is really one of the special qualities of this project. And we are really happy that we're working with 4 local primary schools this year, as we were last year, so and including 2 special needs schools, Charlton and Greenvale are there, and we're also working with Brooklands Primary School and the John Ball Primary School, and so we're going into schools and rehearsing the children, teaching them the music, and they will be performing in the production, singing with our chorus on stage. And that is really important for me, to be taking things forward and giving a new generation of young people a chance to do something that they've never done before. That's really important. It is challenging, and it is challenging being a conductor in opera, because there are lots and lots and lots of people involved. You've got the whole orchestra, you've got a big chorus. In our case, we've got 50 to 60 singers in our chorus, lots of soloists, we've got a children's chorus singing, and all the singers on stage are acting as well in an opera. So that means they're moving around, they're not just concentrating on the music and watching the conductor. So being a conductor of an opera is hard work, and it's harder work than a concert, but that is what's exciting about it, is holding all of this stuff together. And yes, we've got people in the project who are doing something that maybe they've never done before, people who've never sung in an opera, so we're teaching them how to do everything. But that is a privilege, and it's absolutely fantastic, and of course it's a great buzz, and when it works, which it will, you get a real thrill from it. So yeah, it's great. I've got a dream job. Can I give you an answer in 5 words? Because it's going to be great. That's too many words. Opera for and by the people. That's 6 words, but that's what it means to me.